A good day to everyone. Welcome to our NSTP interview project titled Tomasian Values in Real Life. To introduce each of us, I am Lance.
Moreover, I am Heidi Pilar.
And I'm EJ. Today we'll be having a meaningful conversation with a proud Tomasian alumna who continues to live out the UST core values of competence, compassion, and commitment in her professional and personal life. And of course, we are very excited to introduce our guest, Mrs. Jean Marie Osorio. Thank you so much for joining us today.
To start, ma'am, could you share a little about yourself, your course at UST, your year of graduation, and what you are currently doing now?
Hi, I'm Jean Osorio and a proud Tomasian Batch 2007 from the College of Science with a degree in BS Psychology. So currently, I'm part of Human Resources Group of one of the prestigious banks in the country.
That is wonderful. What part of your UST education or formation stayed with you the most, and how did it shape your decisions or the way you approach your career?
Well, I must say that the UST way has always been to be competitive here and globally. But it also encourages its students to be well rounded in such a way that there should always be a balance between work and play. Compassion is another thing that I can say stuck with me even after my 4 years at the university. So these values are relevant to how I shaped my career. By upskilling and never stop learning even at my age. By always making sure that I live up to the expectations of the organization I work for, deliver exceptionally, and climb the corporate ladder without having to step on other people's foot. I also ensure to be a guiding light to my colleagues who need help, especially to those who are still learning the ways of working.
In UST, we are taught to be both skilled and kind. Could you share an example where your knowledge or skills made a real difference in someone's life?
I think my drive for competency by continuously seeking for education to be more equipped has helped me in my personal goal of extending assistance to other people. One memorable example was when a student preparing for a scholarship interview asked for help to craft a personal statement. So she was overwhelmed and unsure how to express her story. So we decided to write a compelling narrative together, which helped her get the scholarship. Then after this happened, I realized that every time I help someone, at least to find clarity, confidence, or direction, whether it's through writing, solving, or by simply listening, I am reminded that whatever gifts or knowledge that we have, it becomes really meaningful when it gets to empower others. And that's the kind of difference that I strive to make every day.
That is really inspiring po. How about compassion? Have you ever helped someone outside of work simply because it felt like the right thing to do?
Yes, there were really several times, but this particular instance I can say is very relevant to me and to that person. It was when I extended financial help to a friend whose wife was about to give birth and was in critical condition. So they had no one else to seek assistance from, and they turned to me. So I willingly gave, and that created an impact to him because I helped him save his wife and baby's lives.
Indeed, this shows the Tomasian spirit that extends beyond the workplace, truly in compassion and in action.
Now, ma'am, we all face tough times. Was there ever a moment when it was difficult to stay committed to your values? How did you overcome the challenge?
Yes, of course. It's been very hard actually, and I am still learning to always stick to my values and remind myself to discern each and every details of a situation before I make a move or a decision. Especially at the workplace where I spend most of my time. There are lots of temptations. There are people from all walks of life with different beliefs and value systems. And to overcome, I guess I just need to always have that conviction with me to do what is right and just, stay true to my values and pray that I will not be swayed by the influences of others that do not share the same values as mine.
In your journey, how has community played a role, whether in your workplace, church, or other organizations?
Well, again, the Tomasian core values of competence, compassion, and commitment are still instilled to me even after all these years. I stay committed to the organization I work for by doing my job exceptionally, to bring something to the table, not just for my own benefit, but for others as well. Continuously learning to upskill myself, putting other people's needs in the line, not just mine, and by staying true to my faith.
This is a great reminder that community shapes who we are and that we grow stronger together. Thank you.
Many people chase success in different forms. For you po, what is more important? Personal success or creating a positive change?
Well, as for me, both are very important, but in reality, they do not always go hand in hand. Creating a positive change often holds deeper value than personal success because it uplifts others and leaves a lasting impact. However, personal success also becomes meaningful, but when it contributes to the greater good, then it becomes truly powerful. But in this regard, I opt to creating a positive change since this makes a more lasting impact and more beneficial, not just to you, but to other people as well. If you make this as your end goal in life, you tend to create something wonderful for others. You also learn to become selfless and leave a legacy for the future generation to benefit from. And of course, that is how I want to be remembered when I pass on.
Finally, what message or advice would you like to share with young Tomasians today about living a life of meaning and impact?
Okay, so to all young Tomasians, live with purpose, not just ambition. True impact begins when you align your talents with service and when you use your gifts not only to succeed but to uplift others. And given with what is currently happening here and there to our government, to the country, we should always stand for integrity and never underestimate the power of kindness. The world doesn't just need achievers; it also needs compassionate leaders. So I hope we would all be one.
Before we wrap up, of course, may we kindly ask for your parting message to inspire your fellow Tomasians.
As you journey forward, young Tomasians, carry with you the Tomasian core values of commitment, competence, and compassion. Let your education be more than knowledge. Let it be a call to serve, to lead with integrity, and to build a world that reflects the values you hold dear. You are not just the future, but you are the light that can shape it.
Thank you so much po, ma'am, for sharing your wonderful story and wisdom to us and for all of the Tomasians.
On behalf of our group, ma'am, we would like to express our deepest gratitude for your time and for inspiring us to embody competence, compassion, and commitment in all we do.
Before we conclude the interview, I would like to give a reflection on behalf of the interviewee and the group. What stood out to us most is from Miss Ostori's story is her strong sense of competence. This is not just in terms of skill, but in how she used her abilities to serve others. Her example reminded us that excellence isn't only about being good at what we do. It's about using our strengths to make a difference. We also found that her compassion is very inspiring because it showed that even small and sincere actions, this can create a very lasting impact on people's lives. From her story, we learn the difference of staying committed, especially when things get difficult. The purpose-driven work may not always be easy to everyone, but it always leads us, everyone, to growth, both in what we do and in who we become. And with this, we have wrapped up how it feels to be a Tomasian outside the walls of UST, applying its rich core values in our daily lives.